Where's my wavy gang at? If you're behind the cell door, let me hear you bang that. Let me hear ya. This is from a wavy gang though.
Man like Jimmy. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to a new video and a new series, ladies and gent. Tips from an average player, with that player being me, man like Jimmy. So I was just thinking about what content I could bring to you guys, and I was actually speaking with one of the guys that I play with, and he suggested that I do something that focuses on improving your gameplay and your mental state whilst playing PvP in Destiny 2. So without further ado, this is that said content. Now this content will focus on one video a week with just some generic and very specific tips on improving your gameplay in the Crucible. Future videos will have a bit more video support which illustrates what I'm trying to say in the actual video. So today there's 3 tips that I want to bring to you, and I'm going to go through each of them pretty quickly because I don't want this video to drag out and drag on. So the first tip that I'm going to focus on is breaking out of old habits. Now what do I mean by this? So when you jump into the Crucible, do you double peek a sniper lane? Do you shotgun rush soon as you see red on your radar? Do you continuously challenge even though the enemy player is peek shooting? These are the things that you need to break out of, and it's very easy in Destiny 2 to get into a kind of rhythm. What do I mean by this? So have you ever played a strike? Yes, a strike in Destiny 2. It's not the most challenging content. In fact, it's very autonomous. What I mean by that is you can jump into a strike, you can shoot things, you're pretty much having an easy ride. It's not very challenging. There's not a lot going on. You get to the boss, you shred the boss, and the strike is done and dusted. Now this very autonomous thing is a thing that you jump into when you play into the Crucible, and it's kind of subconscious, and you want to break away from that. So how can you do that? What ways can you stop going through your old habits? What I would suggest is use a weird loadout. So if you see this background gameplay, I'm actually practicing for a tournament that's upcoming where we're only allowed to use blue gear. But what I would suggest is use a weird loadout. Use a loadout you've never used before, something that's not meta. You know that you're not going to do well with it. Use it. The reason is this will challenge you to think about what you're actually doing. Also, what else can you do? Compete in a playlist that you've never competed in before. So if you generally jump on and you play quick play, how about you try the weekly rotating Crucible? It might be Mayhem, it might be Breakout, it could be a whole host of things. Even consider jumping into competitive solo. I know it's a rough experience, but you will learn from it if you are conscious. And do this consistently each time you sit down for a session. So every time you sit down to play Destiny for a couple of hours, do this said thing. Okay, tip number 2. Now I've said this in many a video in the past. Learn from your mistakes. There's a couple of ways you can do this. The first way, if you're playing with somebody, talk to them. What did I do wrong? Did you see that guy who killed me? Where was you? Where was I? Why was I over there? Ask all those questions and make sure you take on board the information that you are being given. The second thing that I highly recommend that you do, and I do this but I don't do it enough, hand on heart, is to watch your own gameplay. See what you are doing on a game-to-game basis and the types of engagements that you're getting into. Analyze it. How can you improve those engagements? How can you avoid those engagements? How can you get into more engagements safely and come out successful? So learn from your mistakes. Watch your own gameplay is absolutely imperative. And my third and final tip is to keep things into perspective. Now what do I mean by this? Have you ever killed or been killed by somebody and you've said, oh, that's just absolutely crazy, there's no way he should have killed me there, he wasn't even shooting at me when I started shooting at him, or he didn't even see me, how did he manage to kill me? Keep things into perspective. It's very easy on a game like Destiny 2 to get frustrated, to rage, and to play tilted and allow that aggression and rage to kind of cloud your judgment. So keep things into perspective. Instead of asking the question, how did he kill me? Ask yourself, right, he killed me that time. How can I better prepare myself for that engagement should it happen again? Or why did I end up in that engagement in the first place? Be reflective with your gameplay. It can be a difficult thing, and this goes in hand in hand with tip number 2, which is to watch your own gameplay, because it's only when you take a step back and you analyze what's actually happening in front of you where you can make informed decisions about improving your own gameplay. So like I said previously, keep things into perspective and work in conjunction with tip number 2, which is to watch your own gameplay. Now ladies and gentlemen, this is the first installment of this series. I hope you've enjoyed this content, and comments in the comment section will be greatly appreciated. And if you do like this content, be sure to like, share and subscribe, and I will definitely see you guys on the next video. Hope you enjoyed. Peace.